So the plan was for Obert to get some bait out early. We'd go hunting bushpig, then we'd get back to camp, drive down and meet him downstream. By then the crocs would have fed, and they'd be now lying out on the banks busy digesting all the meat that they'd eaten that morning.
You ready? Yes, sir.
I really wasn't planning on going on the leopard hunt with Randy, just for the danger factor and me being afraid. And then once I saw the blinds and how safe you really are, you guys know what you're doing. It was really neat for me to be able to be there with Randy watching him shoot that, because that was the whole reason why we came on this trip. So it was really neat, really great experience.
So we've just popped back into where we shot our leopard yesterday evening, and that piece of meat that we hung underneath the branch, it's been hammered by the hyena. So we're going to drop all of the other meat from the top, and we're going to tie some of it on top of the branch and some below the branch just to keep him interested. So we'll go and check the trail cam footage now.
We're going to test out this 375 and see if it's shooting straight. So go after a crocodile.
So we've got some bushpig bait out at the moment, which is getting hit. There's a really big boar and a sow, which have found some of the maize bran we've been putting out. So what we've done, probably about 80 yards to the western side of that bait, there's a big anthill. So we've cleared a pathway from behind the ant heap all the way back down to the road for us to use that anthill as a walk-in blind and pop out the side of it, put the sticks up and get ourselves a bushpig. We've gone for a long drive today, haven't seen very much, but we've got hopefully some bushpig coming into the bait that we've got up here. So they came in yesterday at about 5 o'clock and they fed all the way through until it was dark. So it's 4:55 now. So they should be there in about 5 minutes. We'll be there in about 5 minutes. Then the magic is going to happen. So we were there just after 5 and we wound up sitting until sunset. And in an hour and a half, no pigs showed up at all. We got very, very cold and very, yeah, it's not the most comfortable place to sit, put it that way. So it's day 9 of Randy's hunt, and we've got up very early this morning, probably a little bit too early because it's still not light yet. But it's all right. We've got a plan for this morning. We've got bushpig that are feeding up the road, and we sat on there. We crept in there yesterday evening, and they just didn't pitch. Yeah, they didn't pitch at all. It was like getting stood up on a date with a really beautiful girl. It was more than disappointing. But anyway, they've been coming in quite regularly in the mornings as well. So we're going to go up there early this morning as daybreak happens, and hopefully they'll be there busy feeding.
We got skunked again on these pigs. The impalas came in and totally gave us up, so we're going to have to try it again.
These bushpig that we've been hunting have been giving us the runaround. We've had issues with the elephant coming to the bait and snorting up some of that maize bran like it's cocaine and finishing it before the pigs get there. When the pigs come in, there's not much bran left, so they're not there for very long, then they leave.
Hey, we're gonna go try to get a croc today, so excited about that. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna get a big one.
Good, good. Lauri, are you ready for the croc blind?
I am, as long as the croc is not in my blind.
This is just a little foot pump. I'm surprised at the head that you're pumping from. I mean, that's a long way from a foot pump to pull.
That is a lot.
And yeah, no solar, no problems,
No crocodiles.
no crocodiles, just manpower. Really good looking vegetable garden. I'm impressed. Looks great. You're gonna have some as well.
No way.
Willie, this one's for you.
Are you doing it for me? Oh,
No, you've got.
You have to have
this. Yeah. I'm
We're
gonna
gonna
suffer
try this
alone.
little chili.
You guys all get to suffer together.
But Randy, you like these things.
I do.
I don't.
what we done?
All right.
There we go.
He's eating just
Cheers.
the seeds.
Cheers. Cheers,
Cheers.
Randy. Some chilies from a little vegetable garden on the Kafue.
Oh my God, we're hot.
Are they hot?
Yeah.
Even Randy did.
No, it's not bad.
It's not bad. After you spit it out.
Those are hot.
No, I'm already having issues with my lips on fire. I don't need any more fire going
Yeah,
on.
don't rub your eyes after that. It's pretty good though. Want some more?
No, I'm good, thank you. When we first went downstream from camp and we hunted for Randy's hippo, we bumped into two very, very big crocs on the banks down there. So the plan was for Obert to get some bait out early. We'd go hunting bushpig, then we'd get back to camp, drive down and meet him downstream. By then the crocs would have fed and they'd be now lying out on the banks busy digesting all the meat that they'd eaten that morning. So we went down, we met Obert, and he told us that when they were down there putting the bait out, they bumped into some fishermen on the river. And these fishermen said, if you want to shoot a crocodile, follow us. So they jumped into the boat with Obert and they took them around this big island. And they showed them supposedly a monster croc. And Obert set everything up. He did a fantastic job. He got a bait out there, staked in. Crocodiles had fed. We went back and sat on that bait a little bit later. We sat in that blind that Obert had put up, and it was perfect. Wind was good, everything was 100%, but it just never showed up to the bait. The biggest croc that we had come to the bait was probably about 12 foot, and not worth shooting, not after seeing some of the ones that we had seen. So we came back north, got back to camp, jumped in the boat up there and went for a little sundowner and had 1 or 2 beers on the river. And while we were doing that, we were just scouting out for crocodiles that we could potentially go and hunt the next day. So it's day 10 of Randy's hunt, and we got up early this morning. We went out. We were very, very confident we were going to get ourselves a bush pig, and we did. So we walked from camp. We got to our walk-in behind the anthill. We slipped up there very, very slowly. No impala in the way, snorting at us or barking at us or anything like that. No guinea fowl taking off and scaring everything in the thickets. We snuck up there. It was dead, dead quiet. We got to the back of the anthill. We started creeping out to the side of it, and I could see the bait site as I came around the side with the shooting sticks, and there was nothing, there was nothing, there was nothing, there was nothing. And then I just caught a little bit of movement, and both the bush pigs were there. That big, big sow and that massive boar, which we've been keeping up with on trail camera all the time. They were there, we were there, right place, right time. Come around, I just need to see which one's there. Come and get on the sticks. I put the sticks up. Randy got round the side of me. He got up on the sticks, and that little bit of movement caught the boar's attention. From feeding and eating maize bran, he picked his head up and he was just looking straight at the anthill. Right-hand side.
Is it dead?
It sounds like it, man. Holy shit. It worked out perfectly. The plan was seamless. And everybody loves it when a plan comes together. This thing is serious, Mona Randy. Congratulations, Mona. That's the biggest bushpig I've taken in the world.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
On the point of the shoulder. Absolutely spot on.
Holy
A
cow.
beautiful, beautiful boar.
Wow.
Hell of a pig.
I didn't realize they were almost, they're as big as a warthog.
Yeah. Some areas you find that they get bigger bodied,
Do they?
but it all depends on diet and genetics. But he's just got it all, man. A big, old pig, deep chest. Beautiful, beautiful skin. Looks like he's come out of a parlor. Randy, take it away. You must tell us
I'm
about
just
this one.
so excited to have an opportunity to harvest one of these animals. They're beautiful, and I've never seen anything like it, actually.
Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been a really, it's been a challenge. We've walked up behind that anthill now, I don't know how many times. These pigs have eaten, I don't know, hundreds of kgs of maize bran this season. This is the first one we've harvested this year, and shucks, Randy, this is definitely the biggest pig I've taken in this concession. So it's a hell of a trophy, and it's a beautiful, beautiful hog. It's got big bumps, he's got an amazing skin on him, and it's just, it's so cool. We came around that anthill, put the sticks up, I was shaking like hell. I don't know how you managed to keep it all together, but perfect shot on the point of the shoulder, and that was it. A good little run across the road and back again, and a good follow-up, and yeah, there he is. So yesterday we were planning on doing a hat trick today, and we managed to start it off pretty well by finding a really nice bushpig this morning. We're going to take a little drive now and have a look for some duiker, see if we can find a grey duiker. And as we speak, the guys are busy building a screen on one of the islands and putting out some crockbait for us. So by the time we get back, that'll all be ready. Hopefully we've got some nice big crocodiles feeding, and then we can go and have a look-see. They were starting to lie up in different places, and makes it a little bit more challenging because it's a lot more walk and stalk, and that's what makes hunting in this river so much fun. You know, you've got all these different islands, and you can hop from this island to that island to get a shot at a croc on that island, and it's a lot of shuffling about, and it keeps it really interesting. It's a lot more than just putting out a bait and waiting for a crocodile to come in. We went up around the tunnels and we got onto the big island, where we then walked down and went and checked a little bait site that Obert had just thrown a few small pieces of meat out there, about this big. And it was a no-brainer. When we walked onto that little cleared pathway, and we got down there. There were 3 crocodiles, one lying in the water, one up on the bank, probably a 10 or 11 footer, but very, very fat and rotund and really good condition. And then there was a big boy. That one on the far left is a good crocodile. And his back was about this wide. Which is a really good sign. And as he was feeding and picking up these pieces of meat, you could just see the bulge on his neck and his head and the knobs. He had that really gnarly head. So I gave Randy the thumbs up. We were on this croc. It was there. All it needed to do now was turn broadside. The smaller croc went to the right-hand side and started trying to eat some of the meat there. And this big croc turned and he got himself absolutely perfectly broadside to our little blind. Hit him again, Randy. Again in the neck. Again. Middle of the neck. That's the one. Okay, reload. Keep an eye on him. These have a naughty tendency of becoming alive again quite quickly. Very nice shooting, Bona. That's a hell of a croc. Mama. I can see the blood from that first shot is absolutely perfect.
Thank you.
Okay, legs are folded back, eh? Very nice, Bona. Very nice indeed. That's a hell of a crocodile, Randy.
Thank you.
A hell of a croc. Very, very nice Lacoste sleeping bag. A beautiful crocodile, absolutely stunning. A hell of a croc, good length. He's got all of his tail, big, bulbous, gnarly head. And his first shot went straight in, 6 inches behind the smile, broke that croc's neck straight away. I was backing Randy up because crocodile, I always want to just see enough lead go into them to stop them from getting back into the river. So I backed him up with my 458, which wasn't necessary. It was difficult at first because he was just facing away from us, but he's got really nice length to him now.
Looks like a good 9-footer to me.
Yeah.
Really, Billy?
9.5, he'll make book. Yeah, it was unbelievable. We snuck up on a gigantic crocodile, and we waited for it to turn sideways so we could get a good shot, and it was right on the money, and he was down. So it was very, very well executed. Whew.
Got some big teeth on the other side. He had teeth which were, serious teeth, which is, a lot of that is what makes a crocodile such a great trophy, is what's in its mouth, not just its general length and size. A really nice croc, 13.5 foot, good mass, big teeth, big gnarly head. It's a great trophy. Really, really nice croc for him.
Great job, everybody. Cheers.
Thank you. Well, mine's yet. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers, Bola.
Cheers.
Cheers, Billy.
Sans même devoir lui parler, il sait ce qui ne va pas. Ah sacré papa, dis-moi où es-tu caché? Ça doit faire au moins 1000 fois que j'ai compté mes doigts. Hey. Où t'es papa, où t'es? Où t'es papa, où t'es? Où t'es papa, où t'es? Où t'es, où t'es papa, où t'es? 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 Où t'es, où t'es papa, où t'es?
Randy, what are the guys doing?
He's loading up some bait.
So we found these big hyena tracks on the road. There's a lot of action at this junction. They're going up, they're going back to water, they're coming down. So I think this is a pretty good spot, pretty central. The wind in the evening should be going down towards the west, and the road comes up behind that anthill over there. So we've got quite a lot of nice cover behind that ant-heap. So we may even be able to sit further back and be able to relax a little bit and then just sneak up occasionally.
Who's in charge of baiting?
The baiting.
Yeah, that'd be you. So you're the master baiter.
Fuck, I saw that one coming. As soon as you asked me, I was going to point out one of these guys. I was like, there's a trick question here. I'm the master baiter. So it's day 11 of Randy's hunt, and shucks, we've had a long day. Unfortunately, unsuccessful, but shucks, we haven't been sitting around doing nothing. We've been racing around. We sat in a hyena blind last night, hoping that a good hyena would come in, and he didn't show up. He's very, very clever. Seems to be coming in really, really late. So it's good to see that he's still coming in. He just needs to set his watch to the same as ours. So we didn't get him last night. We were back in that blind early this morning, and we're going to sit again this evening, and hopefully we get him. I reckon give it an inch high. 3 inches. Oh, maybe 2.
2 feet high.
No, inches.
Stop here. Stop here. Stop.
Hey! Polo! So it's day 12, and we came up way into the east of the concession this morning to check a hyena bait that we threw up yesterday. And it's a big bait, hoping that we're going to get lots of hyena action, because there's lots of fresh tracks in that area. Hyena walked down the road and it's walked right past the bait, but it hasn't eaten it. So what we've done, we've dropped the bait onto the ground, and hopefully those hyena will find it this evening and get involved. So we're heading back up onto some of the big plains and dambos back there to look for Hartebeest and maybe some sable. We've seen a couple of zebra, and we've been looking for Duiker. We've just found a nice one here, but they're almost impossible to spot in this grass and shrubbery and all of that. But we're going to get one. I'm sure just up the road here there's going to be a big one waiting for us. That's the plan.
I like the plan.
Standing underneath that tree in the middle of the dambo there. Not that small one by itself, the one to the right. Just see the horns sticking out. We run out of long grass here and have to try and cut up and just get some of these trees in between us and them. Just have a look and see what's in there. Strange. The rest of the herd is still standing here. See the rest of them through the trees here. Some big cows in there. Lots of calves. And just a very thick, slightly short bull. That's an old bull though, eh? That was a big, heavy bull. And from there we carried on round, we looped onto the top end of heading back towards Woodcutters, and we drove past some Hartebeest, which amazingly weren't running for the first time in days. They sort of walked off into the woodland, and we bailed out the car and let the car carry on. And we sat on the road and we waited a little bit. I could see them in the woodland. Okay, I just saw one walking now. See, there's a big antelope over here, Andy. Let's walk behind that antelope. There's a small herd there. They're all just walking though, which is fantastic. And they didn't run, they just slowly walked off, and then we had a big anthill which we managed to get behind to get closer to them. There's some baboons to the left-hand side. And as we were going up to this anthill, this big troop of baboons took off sprinting into the woodland. And for some reason, the Hartebeest didn't run. I thought when those baboons ran, I thought those Hartebeest were going to take off with them. Anyway, we got up to this anthill, we skirted around the edge of it. The Hartebeest was still standing there, probably at about 70, 80 yards. And there was a really nice old bull, really, really old, big bases, smooth, worn off at the back here, really, really old guy, and he was lying down. So there's one lying down, straight over that black log. The one lying down looking at us is the bull. Just shakes his head. And Randy managed to get onto the sticks and find a gap. Should I whistle, right?
It's the one looking right at us.
Yeah, the one lying down.
Do you want me to shoot him in the chest?
Have you got a shot at his chest from here?
Yeah, I think so.
How did that feel, Bonner?
That felt fine, but looked like he got hit.
Yeah, no, I think you hit him. I saw him breaking off to the left there. Stop and watch. And put one in while he was lying down, a frontal into his chest.
Yeah, I hope that's that the shot worked out good.
Looked good.
Yeah.
It looked good. Looked like it hit him very hard. And when he ran, he wasn't running.
Right.
You know, it looked like he was quite hunched up and
Yeah.
looking sore. And the bullet just caught the Hartebeest on the lip here. There's blood. You got lots of blood?
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good sign. So Hartebeest ran, did a big loop like this, and then was actually coming back towards us. We found this when we were tracking him and following the blood, and we found him dead there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Fantastic, well done.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
There's the luck.
There we go.
Thanks, Bona. Good job. Thanks, Kapesha. Thank you, Stanley. Yes, all the blood, and I was thinking, geez, why is this looking so watery? Why is he running in a circle? Ah, that's why. Caught him on the jaw and got into his neck. And it went through the bottom jaw and then into his neck, and it wound up just making a huge amount of damage in the neck area. The only one that hasn't run. We got him. Oh man. Too much or something.
Wow, that's a nice bull.
That's a hell of a bull.
Yeah.
Very nice
Thank
indeed.
you.
It's such a risk when they're lying down like that and you give that one whistle. Sable, you can do it. Sable will stand up and look around and do that, but a Hartebeest, sometimes they go from sitting, lying down, you whistle, and they're gone. So, yeah, Randy got an awesome old Hartebeest bull. Really, really nice to see. All the teeth on the front jaw here were completely done. Yeah, but that's not from the bullet, hey? Look at that. Completely worn. I think that Hartebeest was probably, this is more than likely his last season. And yeah, he's going to America now.
Here's our tent. Beautiful accommodations. We get candy on our pillow every night. My side is more organized than Randy's side. Our bathroom. And nice hot showers.
With a gorgeous view
Yes,
when you're showering.
you can see the crocodiles going by. Occasional hippo.
Here we are with a couple of bullets recovered during the safari. This is a Barnes TSX fired by a 375. As you can see, as it hit the animal, it's expanded very nicely. Very, very good weight retention. So that one gets a pass. Here from the hippo that Randy shot is a solid. This wasn't Randy's bullet, this was found inside the hippo. So this is it looks like it's a monolithic lathe turned solid, probably solid brass. Also very, very good weight retention, no major deformation, all looking good. So that gets a pass. That was recovered from the hippo's leg. Who put it in there, we don't know. This is from my 458 lot. This is a federal trophy bonded bear claw, 500 grain. It's got pretty good weight retention. This was only fired into an anteape, not an animal, so very, very hard target. But it's done quite well. Lost quite a lot of the lead core on the anthill, but it gets a pass. Then here we have, this is the bullet that Randy fired. This is the bullet that killed his crocodile, fired from a 375. This is a Hornady DGX trophy bonded soft. And it's also got very good weight retention, almost lost a petal here, but it did its job very well into heavy bone and thick skin, so that pass. Randy, we've just recovered the bullet from your Hartebeest, and this is what it looks like. It looks like a bottle top that hit that Hartebeest at 3,000 feet per second. Yeah, I think we should throw all these burgers in the river, and I think we should start using something a bit more reliable. This is not very good bullet performance at all. If you look very carefully on this, you can actually see a half moon here, which that half moon is the back of the burger bullet. And if that's what the back of the burger looks like, there were lots of other smaller pieces than this. These are the two biggest pieces we could find. Not very good bullet performance at all. So, let's not bring the burgers to Africa again. Just heading up to hang up a hyena bait. We've only got 2 nights left, so we wanted to get a hyena bait up tonight, so that if anything hits it tonight, we can sit on it tomorrow. During our Duiker hunting attempts, when we've been doing some distress calls and bleats, we've had obviously the lion charge a couple of days ago, and then we've also been stalked by a leopard, which then, when we spotted it, ran away grunting. Leopard. Coming to the call, I'm sure. Coming to the call. Oh, it was coming towards us. Interesting. This piece of grass is dangerous.
Fuck around before you find out.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes! So the hyena hunting in Namwala is very, very tough. We shoot very few hyena here, and it's not because of the lack of numbers. There are quite a good number of dogs out here, and there's some big ones. It was just him and a leopard that came in.
What time was the leopard here?
Hyena arrived at 3:43.
The leopard?
No, the hyena. And then the leopard came in after the hyena.
Do you think the leopard pushed the hyena out?
I don't think so. It looks like that hyena was here for a while, at least 30 minutes. And he's looking quite full.
We're checking for the hyena to see if it came in to this bait. And it looks like it did. So Tom will be formulating a plan to hopefully see this hyena soon.
Up close, personal.
Yeah, I would like to touch his body. Yes. He must want to come in earlier, surely. He's found plenty nyama now. Knows it's there. I don't know. He is a badly behaved dog. Very badly behaved. We've had a few very close to camp, which we've actually passed up because they just don't have a very big track. And they're still sort of adolescent dogs. They're not big old hyena, which is what we're looking for. And they're just exceptionally clever. They come in late to baits, which makes it very, very difficult. So to get legal shooting time on a hyena is a big challenge, which is why it was so difficult to pass that one up at the leopard bait the other day when we had the leopard and the hyena sitting under the tree. They've got incredibly good hearing, good sense of smell, good eyesight. And yeah, just in general, they're very, very shy here. On day 13, we were on our way to the blind for an evening sit, and we got lucky. We walked down a dambo and we did some calling. And a big female Duiker came running in from probably 300, 400 yards away. And she didn't stop. Well, she stopped briefly and then took off again.
The elusive Duiker. It's been interesting. We're calling in the females. We need to get the males to come in.
Yeah, they'll come. I hope. Hopefully soon. Oh, man. So we tried another spot, and then another spot. We'd sort of packed it in and we were heading for the blind when the trackers on the back said, "Oh, no, stop." And just behind an anthill was a Duiker ram that they had seen. So we jumped out the car, we let the car carry on, and we slowly skirted around this anthill. Yes, Bona, that's the one.
Man, that took some.
And yeah, Randy put in a good shot with the 375, and that was that. We should have a Duiker now. It's got horns, looks like a nice old ram.
Does it?
Yeah, looked good. Looked good. He wasn't exceptionally long, but he looked nice and worn and
good.
Nice old boy.
How was
Good.
your 14-day Duiker?
Last day, we got him. Holy cow.
Yeah,
we probably
14 day of Duiker jump.
probably did 20 stocks.
Let's go and have a look-see.
At least you know what a puma looks like.
Yeah.
There he is. The mighty grey Duiker.
Holy moly.
Ah, he's a good one, Bona. Nice old boy. Okay, well, the skinning has started, I suppose.
Wow.
Very nice old Duiker, Bona. Old Duiker. Ah, he's an old boy, eh? This is a Dugger boy of Duikers.
Finally.
Yes, he is ancient, Billy. Ancient old Duiker boy. And yeah, fantastic. A really nice old ram. Very, very worn down, smooth on the front of his horns here. Teeth almost finished. So a really nice old Duiker to take. After getting our lovely Duiker, we went through and we sat in the blind for a little bit, and we did a long walk to get into the blind. And on our way to the blind, we heard lions roaring on the right-hand side. A big male lion, which it's been in and out of that bait site quite a bit. And we sat and we were waiting for our hyena. And just as it was getting too late to shoot, Willie pointed at his phone and he had something coming in on the thermal, and it was another big male leopard. And we sat there, we were watching this beautiful big leopard feed, and just gorgeous. And while he was busy feeding, we could hear another leopard up the top of the dambo calling. The other hyena bait, which we've put up, has also got another big tom on it. And it's just fantastic. We've got lion roaming around, leopard around, lots of females with cubs.
Yeah, I think the experience was amazing, and just being out there and spending as much time as we have in the blinds and seeing all of the leopards, you know, just interacting with the baits, and the amount of time we spent actually seeing leopards feed and coming in and out of our areas. I mean, it was amazing how much the quality of the wildlife and the quality of the animals and the abundance of leopards was amazing.
Yeah, it really was.
And it's just really nice to see evidence that all the anti-poaching efforts, the spending the time on the ground, deploying teams out here in Namwala, anti-poaching teams, all the intelligence which is being gathered, and then work with between African Parks and Game Rangers International. It's all working, and you can really see the results. It's
turned out to be a fabulous hunt, fabulous The accommodations are great. The food was outstanding. Just from A to Z, great crew. Definitely, considering this is basically off the grid, and what they provide is absolutely stunning. The facilities are right here on the river. You get to see crocodiles and hippos right outside your back door. You're sleeping right in the middle of this beautiful habitat, and I think Vaughn and Dora have just really done a fabulous job, and I would recommend this place to any of my friends.
Well, it's really great too. Every evening we sit by the fire and you're sitting with everybody and you're visiting and sharing stories and getting to know everybody, and you're hearing the splashing behind you in the water, and there's hippos and there's crocodile, but you're just sitting there right there just off the water. It's so unbelievable. Nothing like I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Rabbit. Carrot rabbit. Rock rabbit. Kawaii.
I'm ready to give you there.